Here we go. I'm gonna talk about games and try to be concise. So, I own a lot of games, as you may be seeing, probably seeing. And why do I own games like this? Because I'm old. And when I grew up, emulation wasn't the way it was today. Um, and so, really, the best way to play these games was on original hardware. Um, and so I think that's why a lot of us did it. That's why I did it. That's why I have all this crap because I bought it when it was cheap and no one wanted it. Back when everyone was, on 360, PS3, looking forward to the next gen and transitioning over to Steam. Left the market open to buy a lot of these for. These, like, I'm showing the PlayStation 1 games, which is the first console that I personally owned when I was a kid, when I was like 7 years old. Um, and so here's Gex. I had Gex when I was a kid. It was one of the first, I didn't have this particular box style, which is why I picked it up. So this was definitely a nostalgia thing. I mean, at this point, it's like it's collecting. But back when I started doing it, it was literally like um, I wanted to play the games. I passed up on Sega Saturn. I just started doing Sega Saturn a few years ago. Now, got really late into that. Same thing with the CD for the most part. Like, I inherited a lot of these, and I got a few good ones like Vi and um, Sonic CD and Soulstar. Soulstar especially. That's one of the better games on the Sega CD. I wish it was on the 32X. There's my DS. Same thing with the DS. I got on the DS around 2014 or something like that, and I'm glad I did. And Switch. Oh my goodness. I've had the Switch for like 2 years. Oh, let me point out War Gods. That was a game that we got for Christmas for the N64. It's a good little fighting game. I don't know. It's not that great, but I'm going a little crazy with the Switch. I think a lot of us have. But I played some NES earlier, and it was a good time just playing the original Nintendo. But like games like these, it's like, well, it's cool to have them. It's cool to look at. Um, I mean, you could just emulate. It's very easy to emulate, and but what am I gonna do with them? Just sell them for a few $1,000, $100, whatever. Vita. I love my Vita. This is a system that I consistently use because it fits in my fucking pocket. Unlike another system that, the Switch. As much as I love the Switch, it's not a portable console to me. It's not something I can put in my pocket and go like the PSP or the Vita was. So they still win that battle for me because Switch is just another home console for me for the most part that has some cool features. But I like to play it in Tate mode. Just take it off and set it on its side. The Switch OLED's got that nicer stand. But there you go. There's all the I don't know, whatever, 6th gen crap over there on the right. I have to go all the way out of the hallway here to try to get a view of all of it. So I got the Dreamcast keyboard and the Typing of the Dead. Those are some cool ones there. I mean, imagine if you could emulate the Dreamcast, then you could just use a regular keyboard. Lynx. I love the Lynx. I got the Lynx back in 2000, which it was already old then, so that was already like, you know, into old shit, I guess, back then. um, but I got most of these games like around 8 years ago, and I mean, I don't put too many hours into the Lynx, but even if I just play the Lynx for an hour or two a year, it's a good time. Um, other, I wouldn't exactly call that one portable either, but it's got some badass speakers on it. And, every case says winners don't use drugs, which is kind of cool. You still get some new games from France, I guess. I guess Europe's got some copies of these games for some reason. And then Dreamcast, Record of Lodoss Wars, a cool one. And there's the Typing of the Dead. You're gonna make mistakes with collecting too. You see all that crap on the side of the Typing of the Dead? That's milk. I spilled milk in a case like 12, 13 years ago when I first started collecting. It was stupid. But Gunbird 2, that's, you know. Sega Saturn, you know, so Capcom games are some of the best you're gonna get import-wise. Hang On GP 95 is fun. I played that a lot over the last couple of years. Really only had like these Saturn games for the last couple of years. And then PS4, I just got at the beginning of 2024 because I'm such a typical late adapter collector type person. Got to play games like Stray and yeah. Oh yeah. I played Ys Memory of Celceta on PS4 Pro, and it was really good. Finally finished it because I never finished on the Vita. And there's my Boo Boo up there. So the poster came with Monarch. There's my Game Boys. Yeah, just so much shit. But I mean, I hear people complain about space a lot, but you know, you can make it work. You know, single wall in the house. You know, all my stuff's up against the wall. You know, I don't really get it. You know, like you're gonna have shit up against your wall. I don't. There's all the Sega Genesis games. Jewel Master, Final Zone, Afterburner on the 32X. That's another one that's really cool. Man, I should make. I just made that Star Wars video. I'm gonna have to make a video on playing Afterburner with the freaking Genesis stick on the 32X. Show some love to the 32X, you know. So yeah, a crap ton of loose, you know, Game Boy carts. You know, just stuff I bought because back then, like I said, you know, you needed it. I don't buy as much of this old stuff anymore. That's why you saw those Switch games. It's pretty much what I've been spending my money on the last couple of years. More money than I should, but it's cool to own stuff. All you kids out there, you know. I mean, you could just have it all in a digital library, I guess. Have fun with that.